Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another footy talk? It's been a minute, months. What you telling me, fam?
Come on, man. 2 weeks gone by. Signings are done now. You know what I'm saying? Kirk has announced about 15 minutes ago, I think. Like,
What do you mean done? What, you think that's you lot?
No. As in, like, because remember, like, the whole Kirk's thing was like, yeah, here we go. But nothing had been, like, announced by the club. Like, I'm saying the club of, like, they've signed their contracts at the club now. Like, it's better everything. And, yeah. So
No, I hear it.
now it's about the outgoings, man. Now it's about getting rid of this fodder, getting rid of some of the fodder that's been infesting my club for way too long. You know what I'm saying? So it's more about that. Obviously,
Florian, that you should be getting some money for Darwin, bro.
Yeah, 50 million to Napoli. It's looking like. Obviously, they want 30. They're trying to say 34. We're trying to say 59. So it's probably going to be somewhere in between those two valuations.
That's a big fucking gap, isn't it?
Yeah. But the thing is, Darwin actually, believe it or not, Darwin has actually got a bit of clout in Europe.
He does.
Yeah, like obviously
Cavani, innit? Like so.
Yeah, we know the real here, innit? We know the real. But like outside, if you actually look at his Liverpool numbers as well, They don't look ugly with no context. If you take all the context outside of Darwin's numbers, don't look that bad. And you throw in the league title in there, throw the Carabao Cup in there, you don't look horrible in it. You know what I'm saying? With no context. So, but yeah,
and now they're saying apparently Liverpool have entered the race to sign Yarez. I think that's lies. I think Yarez is surprised at how little interest he's picking up, bro. I can't lie, bro. I think a lot of this talk is coming from his agents, bruv. I'll be honest, like it's not looking good for Yarez. I think Yarez is going Juventus personally. Do you know what I mean? That's where I think he's going. I think that Ruben Amorim wants Yarez. Jason Wilcox don't want Yarez. I believe that Yarez wants Champions League football. Champions League football don't want Yarez, blood. That's what it's kind of looking like. I'll be honest, it's looking weird, bro. I don't think
because obviously we missed the show in it. So like last time you was telling me you was gonna get Yarez.
Yep, and I still think that we might end up with him, but it's one of them things where we've been linked heavily with what's his name, Ekatike, bro. And I think that Wilcox wants Ekatike, and I think our manager wants Yarez.
You got Xerxes though, so why do you need Ekatike?
But yeah, but why not, bro? You know, them way there, that's crazy. If we can have the way I look at it, is if we can have 4 attackers that can all play in the 10 and in the 9, I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect because Xerxes and Ekatike can play in the same side. And Mbumo, Cunha, Ekatike, Xerxes can all play in the 9, all play in the 10. If you got 4 players that can play in both positions, you're cool. Like you don't need an out and out 9. If anything, that messes up the balance. I think that messes up the balance. Do you know what I'm saying? I would prefer a fluid front 9. If you bring in Yarez that can only play in the 9, then you're looking at, if I want to take Yarez out the side, man can't say it's a rotation thing because it's just like, bro, you're just not playing in it. So I'll rather have a fluid, mobile 4 players that can play in the 3 positions and then be happy with that. I don't believe you need an out and out striker in today's game. You know what I mean? Like there's no proof that you need one. Liverpool just won the league without one. Arsenal finished second without one. The PSG just won the Champions League without one. Where's the proof in modern day football that you need an out and out number 9? Find it for me.
True.
Yeah, where is it?
No, you know I just think in Ekatike's case, like for Man United, that profile at Man United, it makes sense if Xerxes weren't there, and I know that's okay to have similar profiles in your teams. Okay, and
yeah, but how similar really are they though? Do you know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of people think they're similar, but Xerxes, is more of a pass first player. Ekatike likes to dribble and carry the ball, and that. I think they're similar in the sense that they're both technical and they're both very finesse kind of players. But like when you look at them, Ekatike he's similar, but he's not similar. You know them ones there. Like I don't think they're that similar. When you actually watch Xerxes and his range of passing and stuff, Xerxes is more of a passer. Ekatike is more of a carrier of the football. Like I just think people see the similarities because they're both very silky players. That's it. But they're not really that technical, bro. I mean, they're not that similar. I don't think so. I can see it, but I think that people are too focused on one aspect of their games.
I hear it. I think because you know what it is, because Ekatike is more of a sniper than Xerxes.
Yeah.
But Ekatike is still not more. Ekatike is still not like your shoot first. You know what I'm saying?
He's not, and I don't believe you need that because Mbumo and Cunha are both shoot first. So we don't need shoot first. We don't need more shoot first, blood. You know what I mean? We've got 2 shoot first. We got 2 pass first. We're cool.
I said that about Yarez.
I think it's a good balance.
I said it's not balanced to have Yarez, Mbumo, and Cunha.
It's not.
Because they're all just trying to shoot.
Yeah, they're all trying to score.
I think the perfect balance.
Yeah,
probably better putting Ahmad in the right 10 and Mbuemo up front. Then
exactly why I'm saying that. Like I understand it, but I think the manager is obsessed with Yarez because he's had Yarez before, and the manager wants some sort of familiarity. Like we're being linked with the goalkeeper as well, the Portuguese goalkeeper Costa. We've been linked with Palhinha. We're getting linked with these Portuguese players, and I think the manager wants some sort of familiarity. My thing is, don't give this manager any players he wants. That's my thing. Don't give him any. Give him the players that we want. Like Mbumo is a Wilcox thing. Cunha's a Wilcox thing. Cunha we've been linked with since Ollie was here. Like we've been linked with him since he was at Atleti. So I believe that the club have admired him for a minute. Like so far, none of these signings are the manager's signings, and I want it to stay like that. If we sign Yarez, for me, that's the manager's signing, and I'm like, don't want to give him anything, bro. I'll be honest, because I don't think he'll be here that long, and two, I don't think he deserves it after the shit show of last season. I don't think he deserves it. I think
where's like this kind of 180 come from? Because he was very in like ready for the whole Yarez goals fest. He was kind of very on board of that.
Hey, bro, listen, when if Yarez comes in, I've said this already, I will gas the thing to the top of the hill, blood. You know them ones, because we were getting linked. We were getting linked with Yarez, yeah, and only Yarez. The Ekatike links come out the last 2 weeks, bro. They weren't there before. The man know what kind of footballers I like. So if I got to choose between them two, it's a no-brainer. Do you get what I'm saying? But I think the Ekatike links have come from the club, and the Yarez links have come from the manager. Because Vivel has got the links with Germany, and we know that Jason Wilcox loves a technical player. So I believe that both of these players are options for the club, but one is favored more by the manager, one's favored more by the hierarchy. And I'm more inclined to trust the hierarchy because I don't trust this manager, bro. This is the same manager that had Xerxes on the bench here for Rasmus Højlund. This is the same manager that was rinsing off Garnacho last season, bro. The same manager that throws out Casemiro and had to bring him back. I don't trust this manager's team selections. I don't trust him. So I wouldn't let him sign anyone. Do you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't allow it. So me personally, I always have to put the long-term security of the club, yeah, and success of the club at the forefront. And I don't trust Ruben Amorim to have anything to do with that, bruv. I'll be honest. I don't trust him, bro. He hasn't given me anything to trust. He just finished 15th, lost the cup final to Spurs, picks shit teams, doesn't make good substitutions. He's shown me so many things that I don't believe in, yeah, that I'm not going to go and sign players for him. I think we fucked up if we start signing players for him.
I think, you know, I feel like I said this to Corey. With Amorim, if you get too many of his players with a big change in, like, again, I'm not saying players can't play right 10 and right wing simultaneously. I'm saying players aren't capable of doing that anymore. But for him to succeed, it is very likely you get specifics. So, for example, signing wing backs instead of fullbacks. You know, if you end up giving this man 4 fullbacks, you end up getting him midfielders who are favorably better in a 2 than a 3. And I understand if you're a good enough midfielder, you should be able to swap between both, play in the 2 and play in the 3, or even be able to play in the box midfield.
But I know midfielders
should be, but like, look at Kobe Mainoo. It's night and day, and he's super. Look how he's a top talent, and it's night and day in a 2 and in a 3 for him.
I don't think so. I just think that how he's being managed, yeah, is the real problem. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I believe Kobe can play, yeah. Kobe can play in that left 10 position. I believe that's his best position. However, what's around how and where he operates needs to be taken into account. If you've got Kobe in that inside left channel, you need that wing back to be overlapping and taking players away from him. You need that. You also need players that can pass the ball in between the lines so he can receive it on the half turn. The problem with Man United is we don't have progressive passes in that double pivot. And then you've got Kobe in the 10, just in no man's land, not receiving the pass centrally. It's easier for the wing back to clip the ball down the line into somebody that wants to play out wide. If somebody wants to operate between the lines, you need the ball to be fed from central areas, and we don't have that player to play that pass. So it's not actually Kobe's fault. It's the balance of the team. So now you're getting the left centre-back stepping up, and the left centre-back can clip the ball into the left wing-back or clip it into the left 10 if the left 10 wants to play out wide. But you're not clipping the ball in central areas into people's feet, bro. There's not enough space. You need to punch that in there. And we don't have players that are punching passes in between the lines. We simply don't have the profiles to get the best out of 10s that play centrally. So that's why when Garnacho plays out wide, he gets more joy because you can clip the ball down the line. He'll fucking chase it like a dog. Do you know what I mean? And this is what it is.
Before Arsenal went active talks to sign Christian Mosquera as a centre back. with initial negotiations already ongoing. He's among the top targets for centre back position. Talks on Valencia.
Who? Not Rodrigo. Who? Bro, who?
Ain't
Bruv,
no
what?
way. Ain't no way.
Sorry, what?
Ain't no.
Norgard.
And
Then
who?
Mascara. Hey, bro, these men are not serious. Like, brother, listen, this is what I keep trying to say, bro. At the end of the day, yeah, we got man them out here making statements right now. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool have just gone, signed one of the best midfielders in Europe. They signed one of the best left backs in the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? They brought Frimpong in.
But why are they buying defenders?
And man are buying more defenders. Like, you didn't buy an underwear model that was meant to be a defender last season.
Why are they buying more defenders?
How many more defenders do you need? Have they sold any defenders?
No.
So why did they need another one, bro?
Partey and Jorginho are the ones that have left.
They haven't sold a defender.
I can't lie. I said the Norgard thing weren't that deep. I said, you know what? The Norgard thing's not as deep as the Arsenal fans are making it out to be, because they did need to go and replace Partey. Like I hear the Norgard thing. And if you actually watch Brentford, Norgard's actually good in it. He's not shit at all.
He's not gonna play though. You know, Arteta don't rotate. Norgard ain't playing no games, blood.
But they needed a body there, innit? So they've gone and done that quick. Little bit of business. They didn't cost them not a lot of money. 2-3-year contract. End of story. Now Arsenal fans can get mad at this one now, because you don't need another defender. Like you don't, unless a certain someone's not signing a contract. You don't need another defender. There is no need. There is absolutely no need to be getting another defender. These men are linked to Hato as well, you know. So that'll be another defender.
Brother, Arteta is obsessed with defenders and goalkeepers, and I'm not quite sure why. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, defending has never been Arsenal's problem, bro.
He'd probably openly defend his gal if she cheated, bro. He loves he is, bro. What are we doing? What is he? Brother, unless a certain Frenchman is not signing a contract, or he's signing a contract to be bought the next year, there is no reason for you to even be looking over there. You need to look over there. You know what I'm saying? I can't even. And who? Let me see.
They're man adding hype, bro. You know them ones there, bro. They're ready to be back in the trenches, bro.
Am I going to see Christian Mosquera comps, even though I've never heard his name?
Possibly.
Because I was seeing Norgard.
I reckon by 3 p.m, yeah, by the time school finishes, that the comps are going to be on Twitter, bro.
You're saying the white ends are going to activate? The white ends are going to activate.
100% activation, bro. Do you know what I mean? Mid-class, and by the end of school, that shit's going to be fire.
Yeah, how about this? They're getting the comps together. They're putting the background music on those comps already at lunchtime. It's 100%. Yeah. But anyone who's got a free period, I know right now that's what they're doing. Because I never thought I'd see the day where I'd see a Norgard comp. I didn't think I'd like live. I'd be alive for that. See a Norgard comp. A Norgard comp. Madness. Bro. I need to see like
Norgard, you know.
I'm trying to see. Hold on. What's his name? His name is Christian. Wait, he's got the same name as well. They're both called Christian. Christian Mosquera, Spanish centre back. Oh, he played in the under-21s. He's under 21 Spanish defender. To be fair, he's a first choice centre back for La Liga in La Liga. 36 and 37 last 2 seasons. He's played every game. That's
back. So what, to go and to sit on the Arsenal bench?
Yeah, he's 20.
Fairs. Oh, he's only 20 years old. Yeah, they're just gonna pay him some dough to sit down.
Yeah. I know Kyrgios probably smacking air right now. He's punching air right now.
No, Kyrgios probably leaving.
He must work. One of them has to be leaving. I can't lie. I don't know what, like, bro.
I'll say the same thing that I said about this Norgard thing. Yeah, these are the kind of signings that you can make at the end of the window. Yeah, when you've got your big business done. You know them ones there, like just to tie everything together.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? That when you got the big business done, then you.
You say you like that one? You like that? Yeah,
bro, it's the real shit. You know what I mean? Big business. You know what I mean? Like
big business.
Like bro, like Cunha and Mbumo. Do you know what I mean? The big business, bro.
See?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. When you got about 35 Premier League goals through you know what I'm saying, through the window. These are the kind of things that man need to do. Man's talking about Norgard and fucking mascara and that, bro. This is crazy.
Bro, it's dark.
I can't lie, this is crazy.
Mascara is crazy, bro.
A bit mad.
Mascara is crazy. This is what I was saying. Mad. I was saying from now, by the way, yeah. Like when I was saying big business, man were calling me like, now you man have got Mbuemo and Cunha. Now everyone's you get it.
Hey, bro, listen. Listen. Not everyone could do it much. This is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Not everyone could just be flexing like that. It's crazy. Man finished 15th, you know. And we're having these conversations. These two brothers come out and said it's only United. Stop ringing my phone. Stop ringing my phone. It's only United. No one else. That's what these men said, you know. 15th. And man said no one else.
Confirmed it. Ornstein just confirmed it. Yeah, there we go.
Work. And you know what the mad thing is? The reason why I'm laughing at this situation is, guys, I feel like we have this conversation. I'm speaking to the Arsenal fans. We have this conversation every single season. You know me, yeah. I'm balanced. I can dislike you, yeah, but I can still say what it is. Like, see Lewis Skelly, that's my guy. I love that guy. I hate that he plays for Arsenal because he's a scumbag. Yeah. I love this guy.
Yeah,
you know the ones there. He's a cold youth, fam. You know them ones there. Like, he's a cold youth. I love this guy. But it's a shame he plays for the Pagans, isn't it? Every single season, I see Arsenal, it's the same thing. They've been saying they need a left winger and a striker for 4 years.
Yeah.
For 4 years, bro. Do you know what I mean? I almost feel sorry for them. And I say almost because man, I don't like them. So I can't really feel sorry for them, but it's close. 4 years. I'm seeing troops crashing out. Lee Cash crashing out. These are my brethren. Do you know what I mean? I want them to enjoy life. Every single year, it's the same thing, bro. Last year, no, let's go 2 years before, they got Jury and Timber. Then the year after, they got fucking California for no reason. For no reason. Lewis Skelly just signed 6 figs. And then you're bringing in another fucking defender, bro.
Yeah.
For what, my brother? For what?
And Timber ain't got no ACL this time. And Tomiyasu hasn't been sold. Tomiyasu's still at the club.
Brother, like, what am I doing?
Tomiyasu's still here. And it's not like he's going nowhere. I ain't heard nothing about Tomiyasu.
Brother, like, why? Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, even for me, I don't understand it.
Bro, that's why I said defender. I said centre back. Like, do you know what it is? I would have heard it if it was like a random Brazilian
and another
talent.
Goalkeeper. Every season goalkeeper.
Bro, they've signed 5 goalkeepers.
And hold on, did they not just sign Kivio within like the last?
Yeah, Kivio ain't been here long. Kivio ain't been here long. And do you know what's so mad about this? I'm looking at Valencia and where this Mosquera guy's played. He's played games at right back as well, you know.
Is Ben White leaving?
I don't know. I don't think so.
But bro, like Arsenal fans, help me.
They've got 3. How about this? They've got 3 right backs, 3 left backs, and 5 centre backs. If this guy goes,
but I don't understand.
Because think about it. They've got Timber, Ben White, and who's the other one?
Wait, didn't again, Timber come out the other day saying my man's trying to get to play through injury. Maybe he's gonna sell Timber, bro. Maybe Timber broke the code, blood. You know that one. Maybe he broke the broke.
Timber, Ben White, Tomiyasu. That's 3 right backs, yeah. That's 3 right backs. Then you got,
and they were playing party there sometimes as well.
They got let's just say easy to say you got 4 right backs there. Yeah. At left back, you got Skelly, you got Zinchenko's leaving, but at this point, and Calafiori, that's what.
And Timber can play there.
Timber can play there. Tomiyasu can play there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's 3-4 options. You get it. And then you go to centre back, You've got the two main ones. Obviously, Gabriel and Saliba. You've got Kiwior. You've got. I'm gonna put Calafiori in there as well. He's actually bought as a centre back.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have this new guy.
Mm.
You're gonna have 5 centre backs.
I don't know, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
I forgot. I'm Rice the centre back.
Yeah, bro. Say man can't help you, bro. I'm trying to understand because maybe Arsenal fans can help me understand. Maybe
I can't do it no more.
Yeah,
I can't do it no more. No, that's
crazy, bro. Man are getting linked with all the positions that you don't need, innit? Like it's sad, bro. That's the one thing. That's why you see when Man United fans are complaining, yeah. Some Man United fans saying, "Oh, you know what? Do you think Rants? Do you think we're overpaying for Mbumo because he's in his last year of his contract and all that, brother? I'd rather overpay, even though I don't believe we are. I'd rather overpay and get players that we need than be out here just dibby and bringing in players in positions that we don't fucking need, bro. Do you know what I mean? It don't make no sense. Like the Brest scored 20 league goals last season. So if there's a premium on 20 league goals, then so fucking be it, mate. Because when you give me a list of players that scored 20 league goals last season, the list ain't that long. And them players that scored 20 league goals last season, yeah, you're not getting them for 40 mil. You're just not. Do you know what I'm saying? So with that in mind, if we're paying a combined fee of 60 M's for him, so be it. He's only going to be on 150 bags a week. Lovely. I'll take that. But what I wouldn't want to see is Man United signing players in positions that we don't fucking need, bro. In all fairness, we need most positions. But if I saw Man United sign another centre-back now, I'm throwing my microphone out the window. What do I need another fucking centre-back for?
Bro, it's crazy. Arsenal,
you know we don't need one.
It's just big. It's fridge back and big back attitude, bro. It's just mad. But I can't, just for the sake of it. Just for the sake of it. Like, let's fucking go, guys. Another centre back, guys. Let's fucking go. Like this. How many times can you hear, let's fucking go, guys? How many times can you listen to that? Like, these man have watched Aubameyang play for like how many different teams and still ain't seen a replacement come in. Gabriel Jesus, do you know what's mad? They probably see Gabriel Jesus coming back from this ACL and going, yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, he's never going to be the same again still.
Yeah, brother, he won't be. He even looked half decent last season when he had that stint before he even got injured. He was looking all right, you know. He played a few games. He was scoring.
He might need to get the Vinicius hair extensions. You know them ones, because bro, that bring a man back to life. And
sometimes you got to change the skin. Like, or like you don't on COD, you got to change the skin. Sometimes on FIFA, you got to change your hairstyle, change the beat. He's got to change something. So because the injuries are just mad right now for him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's got to change something. He's got to change an accessory, innit? He's got to change an accessory. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because them knee injuries they've collapsed him. And he was crazy when they came in. And you know what it is? He probably kills it in training. I know Gabriel Jesus in training is nuts. I know in training he's probably
I know. Everyone's getting nutmegged.
Yeah. He's smoking, man, in training. So this is madness, bro. To not have signed an actual number 9 since he's never signed a number 9. Arteta's never signed a number 9, has he? He's not signed one. Has he signed one? He's not signed a number 9. He's never signed one. Yeah, I get it. I understand it now. I understand it. I'll be fighting people on the street, bro. I'll be fighting people on the street. I get it. I understand it. They've had to see Marino, Havertz, and Gabriel Jesus. And now they're signing another defender. I get it. My laptop wouldn't exist anymore. It'd be on the front yard. It would be on the front yard. Prepped in that. I'm telling you. He's never signed. He's never signed the striker. He hasn't. I've been saying I don't believe he wants one, bro. And you know what the wickedest thing? Someone said it in the chat as well, yeah. Arsenal signed in a bag of man, yeah, that they ain't been linked with, and these men think that Yarez and Rodrigo will come in, bro. Listen,
You man are signing bare man that there was no links. I never saw no Norgard links. It just happened. Man never saw this mascara links. It just happened. I can't lie. You man are going to be disappointed with this window, but you know what they will do? What they always do to you, man, bro. And I have the pleasure of watching you, man, suffer every transfer window. They're going to wait, and maybe on the last day of the window, they're going to sign a player that maybe moves the needle for you lot, and you, man, are going to think that you can do something. That's what they'll do. They'll make you suffer right to the end. They done it, and then you got a Sanchez or you got Ozil. Do you know what I mean? They might give you a little marquee right at the end, but, bro, the damage is already being done, fam. I'll be honest.
Do you know what?
It's already being done.
If you took the names of the clubs and I had to look at I had to put a name of a team on each window.
Matt said Madueke on deadline day. Hey, bro, I forgot about them links. They're not going away, you know.
Yeah. Dookie on deadline day. Deadline Dukes. We're here for it.
Deadline Dukes, you know. Hey, bro, let's do that, bro. Hey. Deadline day Dukes and that, like Daniel Dynamite Dubois, blood. You get me? Oh, it's crazy. Listen, this is what we need. The streets need it.
We need that still. For the love of football, we need that, innit? But I'm hearing generally, if someone told me that Fulham signed Norgard, Mascara, who's the other one? Kepa. Yeah, because Leno, how old Leno? Let's say Leno just wants to go Saudi and that now.
Mid-table charges on, blood.
Yeah, like this is, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm saying put the deadline Dukes on a shirt now. I can't lie, slide too close to home, man. I got my that's too close to home for that one. But what's it called? Generally, if you told me this was Fulham's summer business, who wouldn't believe me? Genuinely. If you took the name Arsenal away and put Fulham there and said Fulham are going to got Norgard, Kepa, and Mascara, and they're looking to get a few more additions later on in the window, would you say I'm moving mad if that was Fulham? This is Fulham-esque business. Like
it is. It's not moving the noodle, mate.
Like realistically. So this is what I said. Yeah, I always said if Arsenal had got Rodrigo and Sesko, or got Rodrigo and Yarez, and I'm not saying Sesko's on level of Yarez. I'm just saying if they got their 9 and they got their left winger, and then you're seeing guys like Norgard, Kepa, and this other guy come through, then you're kind of like, it don't matter, innit? Like your pattern really. Because all you're doing is just polishing the little areas of the squad that you feel like need to get filled in. And there's no real questions about that. That's why, like, now that I've seen Wirtz and Kirkes and that come through the door, yes, I still want a striker. But at the end of the day, if I see a couple man replace Harvey Elliott and Kwanzaa and that, like Gahey, looks like Gahey could be on the way. But even Gahey's still kind of that's too strong. I can't put Gahey in Norgard
because he's a player that's been linked with Chelsea. All these things. We acknowledge that he's one of England's best centre backs. Like we acknowledge,
I can't even put Gahey in the Norgard. I can't even put him in that edge of the squad conversation. I've gone too strong on that one. But I'm saying if we went and got like any centre back, any centre mid, but this is the difference though. We'll just take someone from the academy.
Yeah, and you have been doing that. To be fair,
yeah, like do you know what I'm saying? We probably wouldn't do that. Like the times we have done it, yes, we've gone and got an Endo. That's an example. You're gonna get that's an example. They went and got Endo. Because this is how I felt when we lost out on Caicedo, when we didn't get Caicedo,
and then they got Endo.
Days later, I wanted to kill someone.
The Endo thing was mad, didn't it?
It was the end of the road of me. It would have been the end of me. It was going to be the end of me. I was like, it's just a good thing that season we started so well, and Salah was on such smoke, and the man them were just moving mad. Diaz moving mad early doors in it. So we started the season so well. It kind of, you remember, a ball got kicked, and that's why the next season I had the saying, "It's all fun and games till the ball gets kicked," because I got sucked into the transfer window madness. I forgot Liverpool are still a cold football team. I'd almost forgotten a little bit. I still said we're better than most teams, but you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, and you could say, I think Norgard's a bit better than Endo, I think. But Endo's a lot better than what we thought he was. He's better than what we thought he was. And he can
Endo's limited, but he does a job, innit?
Yeah, but this is it though. You need man that are limited but are good at what they do. As long as they stick to what they do and you're not doing no step overs, that's fine. If I see you doing step overs, come off the pitch, man. It's one of them ones that I don't want to see you play no more. So as long as he's doing his job, that's what Arteta's trying to do with Rice though. He's trying to get Rice to do shit that he can't do, or that other players can simply do.
No, because you know what it was. It's almost like he either misprofiled him or something like that, and you wouldn't expect him to do that. I'll be honest, because it's like he brought him in to play the 6, then realized he can't play it, and now he's like, you know what? It's an 8 thing. You know them one.
Yeah, but just because he can drive forward, just because he strikes a ball one way and he could drive the ball, that doesn't mean you're necessarily the greatest 8 around. And it's funny because he actually signed. So did Arsenal misprofile 170 millions worth of bread? Because Declan Rice was signed as a 6, isn't playing there. I have signed as a midfielder.
But they have. But this is what I'm saying. The manager has been horrible with recruitment. When you actually look at his recruitment,
outside of defenders, you got the Saliba. Actually, no, he didn't even sign. He didn't sign Saliba.
No, he didn't. Saliba was there already. Like I think he loaned out Saliba multiple times. I don't think he was fucking with him at the beginning. So it's one of them ones where I just think that his signings have been poor, bro. Like since he's been there, like, and the fact that they still trust him is crazy, innit? But yeah, I mean, it's
you're 40. You're right. Calafiori's a centre back, and he's only played left back.
Yes, correct.
Marino is a centre midfielder and has played games up front.
He's played more games
he's played in midfield. Underwhelming. He's looked underwhelming in midfield in pretty much most of the games he's played.
Correct. Yep.
Havertz was signed as a midfielder. He's played as a striker on 280k and cost 65 million. And Rice came in as a 600 million record-breaking fee and plays in the 8. And now they've got their 2 6s have left. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's it.
Crazy. Timber was a centre back playing right back, but Timber, but it was openly known that Timber could play right back as well as he could play centre back though.
But that's why they would have brought him in. That's what they would have brought him in, bro. Jurriën Timber's not secret, bro. I think Jurriën Timber was the first signing that Ten Hag wanted to make, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's no the Timber thing's not really
him and Martinez.
Man knew he could play in it. Do you know what I mean? But I think it was Louis van Gaal that told him, listen, if you're not starting week in, week out, you ain't going to the tournament. And he stayed where he was. So there was no secret. Do you know what I mean? Ben White was signed as a centre back, ended up playing as a right back. He did have one really good season, Ben White, but other than that, do you know what I mean? It's whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of just got forgotten about. No, it's funny.
Exactly why I'm saying don't buy Amarim players. That's what I'm saying. The biggest mistake you can make in the modern game, is buy players that the managers wants, because as a whole, these managers don't know ballers, bro. Like, they're not paid to know ballers, bro. They're paid to manage, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why their managers are not scouts. A lot of these guys, bro, like, they could see a player and like a player, but that doesn't mean it's gonna work. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of intangibles. There's a lot of things that you need to understand that necessarily a manager won't understand. Like, even me, as somebody that watches football, there's a lot of players that I like, but I wouldn't necessarily buy them for my team because I understand they wouldn't work out. Do you get what I'm saying? So you need to understand, just because you like a player or you think that they have qualities, that doesn't mean that they're the right fit for what you have. And this is where a lot of managers can't separate. They're like, oh yeah, I really like this player, so I want this player. But how does he complement what you already have? And a lot of the time, that's not the case, bro. And it's a nuanced thing, bro. Like, not every good player suits a certain team. That's why I thought, for Cherky going to Man City, I thought it was a terrible move. Because the football that Pep wants to play, I don't believe it suits him, bro. He needs a solid structure around him that allows him to roam and do whatever he wants. City's fucking football's a bit too airy-fairy, and that. I could see him just getting overrun by everything. I
like one of them still at Liverpool with Wirtz in it. I wanted them. I wanted them both in it. Even though the Wirtz thing came out, I thought, you know what? The way Cherky plays off the right, why can't he play with Wirtz? Why can't we stick Salah up front for a little bit from time to time?
No, you can, but
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't think that you can have. I don't think you can have Florian and Cherky in the same team, because you can't You know what it is in football? You can't make allowances for too many players.
No, of course. No, they don't have to.
I believe with someone like Florian Wirtz, you have to make some allowances. Do you know what I mean? Because he's a skinny brother. He's not going to be doing the hard yards. Yes, he will press, but he's not going to be running, clipping ankles and all that. And Cherky definitely ain't going to be doing that. That guy looks like he's got fucking a size 36 jeans on and he's a size 28 and he's got no belt, blood. That's how he runs. He runs like he's holding his jeans up. So I don't want him and Florian Wirtz in the same team.
It's one of them ones. When you do have players like that, do you know what it is? It's like when you have Coutinho and Firmino, right? Yeah. Even though Firmino was hard, he's a
very hard worker,
hard runner. But Salah wasn't necessarily the hardest worker. So when you have Coutinho and Salah, what do we do? Right. What do we do in the midfield?
Yeah, you have to pack it.
All action.
Yeah,
all action. Action man team. Remember action man? Yeah, that's what we did in midfield. Why Naldo and Henderson? Action man team.
But Pep's not gonna do that. Pep will put Bernardo in the double pivot. Do you know what I mean? With Reinders, if Rodri's not there, or he'll do a Rodri Bernardo, where there's not really legs there, and then play fucking Cherky floating in the 10, and fucking Savinho on the right, bro. That's no, man. You get me?
No.
Yeah, you need the Fernandinhos. You need them kind of man that's just on a straight lockdown thing. You get me? This is the difference. This is the point.
Yeah. Then guys like Yaya can do their thing.
You can't make too many allowances. So if you've got Ryan Cherky in the team, now you have to make sure that you got lockdown man pretty much all around him to allow him to do what he needs to do to the best of his ability. I don't believe that City have the balance. You can't play Foden, Cherky, and Bernardo and fucking Savinho or something like that. You can't do that. Like, that's fucking weak, blood. Do you know what I mean? It's weak. It really is. This is the Premier League. If I was playing against that Man City team, all I would do is I'll say, man, them, we're defending today. Do you know what I'm saying? And we'll just hit them on the break. Just sit behind the ball, let these men have it. They ain't gonna do shit.
They're not gonna defend nothing either.
They're not gonna do nothing. Because you know what it is, yeah? They'll have loads of the ball, and as soon as I hit them with 3 diagonal passes, them man don't want to go back that way and do the ugly stuff. Diagonal ball, flick on, run onto it, bro. This is how we're just gonna smoke them for the whole game. Sit back. Long ball, flick on, third man runs. And bro, beat these man 3-0. That's what will happen. Do you know what I mean? This is in the Premier League. You need to have something else. City still look very, very suspect defensively. Very suspect. And
I told you they got no back.
It's not even good teams, bro. Like when they play Palace have them up. Like all these teams, bro. When it comes to the counter, the transition, any 50-50s, they don't really win them. They don't have those kind of players, bro. They don't have those kind of players. If you outwork Man City, in the duels, the 1v1s, you can beat them. You can beat them by just winning every second ball, even if you don't win the first one. That's how you beat them.
Yeah, but City have never been the type to dominate their duels like that. Like that's
this is the Premier League. That's what the Premier League's about. Yeah. It's about your 1v1s. Like the whole league is about that. It's not even about tech. It's about your 1v1s. Can you win your 1v1s? That's what it's about.
No, I agree. I'm just saying that with City, I done said like they're shaped like the letter P in it. That's just what they are, bro. No back. You know what I'm saying? No back, but hella breast. You know what I'm saying? Pretty up top and that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Ironing board. Ironing board FC. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and to be fair, when they move the ball side to side, everything moves flat anyways. But this is the point where you kind of look at guys like Cherky, and for me, as I said, he's a top baller. And I think Cherky will still work. I think Pep in these final years has to kind of.
It's what's around him, though. I don't listen. I think every player works.
I think Reinders look better than Cherky in this system.
Exactly. Every player works, but it's how you what system you put them in. Every single player works. I can think of a way to get the best out of every single player. Every single player. But the problem is a lot of players get put in a situation and they're expected to adapt to the system. And it's like, a lot of players can't do that, bro. It takes a really, really, really intelligent player to be able to adapt to multiple systems. The average footballer can't do that. The average footballer is good at what they're good at. And this is the problem. Yeah. This is exactly what the issue is. And this is why I think, that this City team, Still a lot of holes in the team. If you look at Arsenal, for instance, what Arteta's done well and what he's understood, he's built a basketball team because he understands if you win your duels, yeah, your 1v1s, you're going to be there or thereabouts, bro. This guy's signing nothing under 6'2".
Yeah, sure.
Bare physical guys. And he's like, you know what? All things equal, we'll just nick it on a set piece, bro. Because he understands in the Premier League, you have to win your physical battles. You have to win your duels, your 1v1s. He's built a team that more often than not win their 1v1s. The reason why they struggle against Newcastle is because Newcastle built a team that win their 1v1s. Newcastle got a team full of fucking mutants, blood. Like, them men are all just some AI robot things, bro. Like, it's some universal soldier shit. Newcastle got all these 6'3" men that are on smoke. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is why them and Arsenal, the way they kind of mesh, because Eddie Howe's got these men running more than everyone else, winning more duels, and being competitive. And that's what you got to do in the Premier League. Like, you need dogs, bro. This is exactly what you need. And Newcastle got a team full of them. And this is why Arsenal and Newcastle is always a good physical matchup. Always. But the reason why they finished second 3 years in a row is because Arteta understands you need to win the physical battles. You need to win the duels. Because outside of the system, you still need your players to win their 1v1s. This is why people get onto Trent, because they were like, right, a lot of the time he doesn't win his 1v1s. But Liverpool built a system last season that even when he didn't win his 1v1s, he had cover. So he never really got exposed for not winning his 1v1s. So this is where the managers earn their money. This is where they earn their money.
No, I hear it. I'm just looking at. I'm still spun by the Arsenal thing. I can't lie.
No, it's mental. It is mental. Do you know what I mean? I can understand why Arsenal fans are losing their shit. I understand it, bro, because I'm confused for them. So I do understand wholeheartedly why they're like, yo, Arteta, you've known for 3 seasons that we need a left winger and a striker, and you're getting us goalkeepers and centre backs.
Oh, by the way, I didn't know if you see this. Newcastle just launched. They bidded for João Pedro and Elanga again, and
another Elanga one.
Yeah, so this is the Guardian as well. Well, sorry, the Telegraph. Yeah,
okay.
Telegraph. Oh yeah.
So João Pedro and Elanga.
And James Trafford as well.
Oh,
James Trafford as well. Triple team.
Hold on, not Liverpool. Didn't Newcastle? Wasn't there some? Have they sold anyone? Because someone said something about FFP with them, and they've just
no. They can still spend. They can put up 100 without FFP. Without they can put up 100 million. They could already spend 100 million. It's just after that.
How much is João Pedro looking?
Like I think like he ain't 80 million no more. That's like 40, 50. That's like 40 mil now. 40, 50 mil.
Okay, so what's the combined?
They're saying 125
for all 3 of them.
It says the club looked to splash 125 million in preparation for the Champions League.
You see what I'm trying to say? Elanga, another Jules, pace and power. Do you know what I mean? João Pedro, not so much. Because I'm pretty sure
Elanga was probably their second choice, obviously, and Mbeumo was probably their first.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Do you know? But again, another physical player.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like the blueprint is there. Do you know what I mean? And if you swap a Joe Linton for a João Pedro in certain instances, a bit more guile, do you know what I mean? And a bit less physicality, but he's still got the height. It's a nice balance.
Well, listen, I mean, if that's their spending
but
done.
It's still a tall team. João Pedro's quite tall, isn't he?
Yeah. So
From what I remember.
He's not a unit. He's skinny and tall.
Yeah, he's skinny, but he's tall. He's about 6'3", innit? I remember he's a tall youth.
Bro, he's Ekatike's like build, same build.
Yeah.
Like these men are all built like Groot, light skin and Groot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's actually to be fair, he's 182. He's 182. He's 6 foot.
Nah, he looks taller than that. Maybe because he's skinny, innit?
Yeah, he's 6 foot. He's 6 foot. Ekatike is like 6'4", but he's 6 foot.
Yeah, he's a tall brother.
I mean, listen, that's their spending done pretty much, unless they go sell an academy player. But if they want to be freed from PSR, you know what I'm saying? Then listen, man, you don't know what to do. Newcastle, you know what to do, and if you want to be free from
Forest are gonna reject it. They want
come chat to me, bro. Big
have
bid.
They said what the second Elanga bid is?
Nah. They just said all 3 players understood to be. They just said Newcastle have launched a triple bid, innit?
The fact that Alanga's probably going to go for like 55, 60 mil, yeah, and he's super limited, it tells you where football is. And he's going to get Champions League football as well. I
Well,
would.
Brennan Johnson, Richarlison, and Solanke all went for 60 million and up. Come on, man.
Shit the bed. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Come on, man.
Wasn't Brennan Johnson 45? But that's probably add-ons, isn't it?
Probably Brennan Johnson was peasy though. He went.
Yeah,
he was
45, maybe plus. I'm sure there's some people in chat that will be able to tell us.
He done nothing in ball to even warrant that price tag as well.
Maybe
I don't know how much he had.
45 million guaranteed, but it rose up to more than that.
Yeah, Gitten's gonna cost 50 M's in that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, Brennan was 50. Oh
yeah,
shit.
Brennan was 50 M's, bro.
Yeah. Well then,
and Brennan had done nothing in ball. I'm just gonna assume Brennan had 5 years left on his contract. That's what I'm gonna assume.
Yeah. Well then, if that's the case, then there you go. So man can't say that 60 mil for Mbumo, and that's 60 mil all in. Yeah. The man can't say we got bumped when man are paying 50 mil for Brennan Johnson. It's crazy, but I call him fucking Jada Pinkett Smith, blood. You know them way there. That's what he looks
crazy.
like.
That's
you know them way there. Nah, it's crazy, man. The red table talks and that. Bro.
I just can't believe
entanglements and that, bro. Like it's crazy. Entanglements.
Do you know what the question? Do you know what it begs for the question? Because
it's
funny because Norgard's gonna get announced by the club before Zubimendi, by the way. Don't think I forgot about that one. You know what I'm saying?
Have we still got Zubimendi? Here we go yet. Like
yeah.
Here we go.
Done,
I mean, have they not done the medical and everything yet? Is he not?
Like it's done in that. It's done in that, but like they're just, I don't know, July thing in it. I think in July is when they're gonna announce it. But even so, like think about it. Zubimendi Norgard, and all these other guys, and the centre back and that. You can tell when a deal is ready to be done, teams move quick.
Yes.
Norgard, the very first link come from one mad source. Because I done a show on Norgard 4 days ago. Because it come out. It was a source that AFTV had. Like AFTV spoke about it, and I can't, bro. The source was so random, like, but there was no news to speak about. So man's dashed it in the title and that. Again, 2 days later, bro, Norgard's got a here we go.
Yeah, mental.
You know what I'm saying? Ornstein dropped the interest, and then 12 minutes later dropped the confirmation. 12 minutes between interested and basically done. 12 minutes. And then hours later, Fabrizio, here we go. So you know when teams want to move quick, when they want to get it done, I feel like again, that's why you got to ask yourself, how available are some of these players?
No, but Monts, I'll be honest, when you're going after players that no one wants, the deals get done quickly.
Yeah, this is my point. So how available and how attainable are some of these deals? You got to look at, like, is this Rodrigo thing just a dream that doesn't exist?
Rodrigo was never available, my bro. It's just something to make the fans believe they were trying. Just like the Ollie Watkins bid, remember, in January, after they just sold their other striker for big P's. They was never selling Ollie Watkins. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand that a lot of these things are to manipulate the fans, guys. This is what they do. Every club does it to their fans. It's not just Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, we tried, but you didn't though. You didn't. You're trying to manipulate us. Do you know what I mean? You're trying to appease us to make us think that you tried to get a player. No, you didn't, bro. Like, I've got sense, bro. I'm not an idiot. Rodrigo's not available, bro. Unless Rodrigo, like, bro, put it this way. Real Madrid have said Rodrigo can leave if he wants, blood. This Brer ain't come out and said, yo, I want to leave. So that means he's not leaving. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's that simple. He don't want to fucking leave, bro. So he's not available. Players are only available if they want to leave. This is the reality. And even then, that may not be enough because clubs have priced players out of a move 1 million times. They look what Palace done it to Zaha, bro. 1 million times. Priced him out of a move, bro. Eze's still at Crystal Palace because he's being priced out of a move. I think he might still get the move to Spurs, but the reality is that 60 million plus price tag has put a lot of teams off, or else he would have moved ages ago. Ages ago. Do you know what I mean? So Rodrigo has pretty much let everyone know that he's happy where he is. He don't want to leave. But they keep linking man with Rodrigo because they want fans to think, yo, there's something coming. There's something coming. Nothing's coming, bro. Nothing's coming. It's the same with the Yarez situation. Yarez has made it very, very clear that he wants to leave Sporting. Sporting are pricing him out of a move, but also there's not as much interest as he thought there was going to be. He's getting humbled right now. This is the reality. He scored all of those goals for no reason, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? For no reason. Because nobody cares about those goals. That's the reality. Man United are only interested, and when I say Man United, I mean Ruben Amorim's interested because he knows. Man United ain't really interested, but Ruben is. Arsenal were never really interested. He was just a name on a list, and he was nowhere near the top. That's the reality. He was nowhere near the top. He's at the top of Juventus list, but he doesn't really want to go to Juventus. And that's the reality, bro. You know what I mean? The grass ain't always greener, bro. But he's burnt his bridges at Sporting. This is why I compared it to the Osimhen situation. I could see a situation that he ends up at a club that he don't really want to be at because he's burnt bridges at Sporting. And the teams he thought were going to be in for him ain't in for him. Osimhen still ain't got a club now. To this day. Where's the move?
It's true. It's true.
Come on, bro. Like, you need to think about it. That's why I said at the top of the show, yeah, where is the evidence that you need out-and-out strikers, yeah, to be successful? Because two of the most high-profile out-and-out number 9s are homeless right now.
Homeless crazy.
And nobody wants them.
Homeless.
Not really. And when I say wants them, I mean really wants them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Looking at them, but it's like, is it worth it?
Bro, I done said Victor Osimhen should be on the cusp of how many big moves. Like, there's no need for him to be playing where he's playing.
Linked with all of them. Chelsea don't want him. United don't want him. Arsenal don't want him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, none of the big teams want him. Like, PSG are probably going to sell Gonzalo Ramos. They don't want Osimhen. These men don't want them. We have to be honest. Nobody wants these guys. Yarez ain't linked with a PSG move either. He's linked with Juventus, bro. He's only linked with Man United because of Ruben Amorim and no other reason.
Yeah.
And all these links are coming out from his camp, bro. Arsenal been linked with Yarez for 2 years, never been linked with Osimhen, not once. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't even really want Yarez either. Like, Yarez has got Saudi written all over it. He'll end up at Juventus on loan, maybe, because Sporting can't get no money for him and he's falling out with Sporting, bro. It's nasty. I'll be honest.
You know what it is? It's just nuts because, like, the black you in me just wants to see Osimhen shine in the biggest of leagues, bro. You get it? Like, the black you in me, like, I need to see it. You get it? I need to see it, bro. I need to see it. But as you said, these men are getting priced out of moves.
But they're pricing themselves out, and also they're overestimating themselves, bro. The way the modern game's going, this is why I'm saying I don't think we need an out-and-out number 9. I think the game's going away from that. That's why I said Delap is a steal at 30 million. I make all the jokes and that, but Delap is my kind of striker, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's an old school. Like, play the ball into him. Like, he'll hold it, give it back to you and that. Those are my favorite kind of strikers. Them Mark Vidukas, them kind of guys, like, they're man of the linchpins. Like, you just play the ball into them, you know it's safe. You know what I mean? I love a number 9 like that. Give them the football and you know, technically secure, it's safe, bro. Do you know what I mean? And when you see the goal that he scored the other day, bro, do you know what I mean? It was a great goal, bro, because people were saying, oh, Enzo, bro, the pass that Enzo played him weren't even that good, bro. He's played the ball into my man. It's like waist height, kind of. It's an awkward height, but he just rolled it, spun, took the touch. Proper bad man. Like, a man will give man an assist for that, but the pass was shit. I'll be real. As a striker, I want the ball into my feet so I can turn, or I want the ball into space so I can run onto it. I don't want the ball into my fucking pelvis, blood. What's man going to do with that? Those are the worst passes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those are the passes that get you smoked, bro. They'll get you smoked.
Bro, those are the passes that get a centre back. You get a knee in the back like Neymar, blood, and bro, like, you might not walk again. Those are the kind of passes that get you smoked by centre backs. You know what I'm talking about. Centre backs see them passes going into strikers and say, "Yeah, bro, I'm leaving it on him, bro." You know,
bro, I know those exact passes. And man are telling you, brother, control what? Man are telling you,
man played it into my hip bone, blood. That's where the pass went. You know what I mean?
20 miles an hour, man. Fired it as well. Not even clipping it. Fired it, bro. I can't be asked, man.
And he
fired it to my appendix
and then found the space and finished, bro. Proper striker, bro. 30 million is a steal, bro. It's an absolute steal.
It is
Those
still.
are the
It
kind of
is.
strikers that I pay my money for. The Yokerezes and the Osimhens, no thank you, innit? Don't get me wrong. If we get Yokerez, I'll gas it. I'll do the Tommy Egan thing. I'll say, yeah, 30 goals and all that bollocks. Yeah, but the reality is, I don't want to see it. You know, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Mbumo, Cunha, and Yokerez, yeah, all running towards the ball, yeah. I'm all running towards the goal. With
So
our midfield, no thank you, blood.
all just fighting for goals, like
Bruv, what?
24s.
Yeah, I mean, nah, I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? I don't want to see it. I never want to see that. If it happens, we're shameless, guys. I don't want to see it. It's the truth. I can't think of anything worse than that. You know what I mean? The gap in the midfield is going to be even bigger because all our attackers are going to be right here and our midfield is going to be right here. Then Bruno's going to run away, leave a bigger gap. Then we're going to get crucified. This is what will probably happen.
But this is the point. But this is the point I was making initially about Kobe Mainu, innit? So I was saying I think it strengthens my point. Even though Kobe could probably play in the 10, yeah, he probably could play in the 10 and it could work. The point is that Kobe, if you want to get the best out of him, you need all these things. You need the ball to be punched in through the lines. So you need someone to play the ball through the lines. But that guy who plays the ball in the lines has to be a player that's going to be dominant in the 2, who can play the ball through the lines as well. You know, you're going to need that wing back who overlaps.
In game though.
Yeah, and you're going to need that wing back who overlaps, not fullback, wing back that overlaps to then create the extra space to get the best out of a Kobe. Now, as I said, if you give too many, you give too many guys that are used to this free back or this 3-4-3, you know what I'm saying, or this donut formation, as I like to call it sometimes, then once this manager lasts 3 months and he's fucked off because his contract's only got a year, not even a year left, it's got like 6 months left plus the extension, you know what I'm saying? Once he fucks off, half of them players are going to be bought in by him. The new manager might not even like half the players that he's bought in. And now you're stuck in the same position you was in when Ten Hag got sacked off. Getting rid of players that aren't used to playing a back 4. Years are going by and teams are just moving past you. And then you're starting a rebuild because you decided to trust the manager for an extra 3 months he didn't need to be trusted for. And backed him. And wasted money.
Facts.
All while building a new stadium. Like, this is what I mean. Like, it's less risky when you bring in a manager that at least still plays a similar formation. So at least one might play a 4-3-3, another manager might fancy a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
that's all right. You know what I'm saying? Because you can kind of in that or 4-2-3, you can just do that with the midfield 3 and it becomes a 4-2-3-1. All you need to do is do that with the midfield 3.
Out, yeah, and they want to persevere with the 3 at the back, even though I don't think they do. Then they need to go to Crystal Palace.
They got to do a lot of hybrid stuff, man.
Yeah, you got to go Crystal Palace and say, you know what, safe. Run me your gaffer. So that's what man need to do if they want to do the 3. But I don't believe that they're in love with the 3. I believe that they were more in love with the prospect of having Ruben Amorim than the actual 3. I believe when Ruben leaves, this team turns into a 4 comfortably. And I would argue that in order to be a top team, you need to be able to have that fluidity now in the modern game. You do need it. Like, you can't be too rigid in it. So I think you need a team that's able to play in a 3 and a 4. You need both. You do need both, man, because you've seen it with Brentford as well. You've seen it. Like, what they've done really, really well is Thomas Frank morphs his team from a 3 to a 4 whenever he needs to. Newcastle are doing it now with Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe, I think the last time they beat Arsenal, they played a 5-back. Do you know what I mean? They can play a 5. They can play a 5, but it is a 5. Even though it's 3, it's a 5 because it's a more defensive. Do you know what I'm saying? So they went to the 5. They can play with the 4. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Man United don't play a 3-back, it's a 5-back because we play defenders as wing backs, really. It will be a 3-back next season when Ahmad plays at wing back every week because we got Mbeumo.
But that's what I mean. It's better to. But I'm saying I think it's just better for, like, as you said, in-game movements into a back 3. Liverpool predominantly use a back 3 in-game. They do. Yeah,
they do. Most teams do in build-up. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea do the same thing. It's the 3-2-5, man. Yeah. That's the new meta. Like, everyone uses the 3-2-5 in the build-up. United is a 3-2-5 because you've got the 3 defenders, you've got the double pivot, you've got the front 3, and then the wing-backs go up. Everyone builds up in a 3-2-5 in some way, shape, or form. It's
all of that starting formation and in the donut formation and that, all of that starting shit, bro. I'll be honest, man. Like, especially when you ain't got the players for it. I still think it's naive of the manager to go and understand how bad Man United players are in terms of adaptability and still try and change everything and expect it to work in the Premier League. You should have stuck to what you know. At least one thing I'll say Ten Hag did. One thing he done good at that club is the second he walked in, he goes, all right, you're good at this, you're good at this, you're good at this, and you're good at this. So we're just going to keep it like that. And then when I get my players, I'll change it. It just happened. So when he got his players, he was a shit manager. But at least he showed the ability to go to identify when the players weren't his, who's good at what. You do that. Because that's the first thing in management that you have to be able to do. Always. It's just at least identify the strengths and weaknesses and apply it before you're given the tools to apply your philosophy and to make it your team. No manager ever walks in and it's immediately your team. You can't just tell a man that's playing in the front two his whole life, you're gonna play as a lone striker today and expect to get the same output that he did before that.
Never. Yeah.
That's actually insanity. That's insanity. That's not even narcissism at that point. That's insanity. That's insanity.
Yep.
You can't do that.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So this is why, like, I'm not even sitting there and saying Erik ten Hag's a good manager, because I don't think he's a good manager.
No, he just used common sense there.
Uses common sense.
Yeah.
Because remember, these aren't managers in Sunday League. This isn't managers in Step 8. These aren't managers in the Ryman League and that. These are managers.
These are guys that are paid millions of pounds.
These are millionaires. They're millionaires.
Yeah.
So how dare you step into a job and think you can change the philosophy and change the shape, knowing that none of these players are played this way?
Yeah.
And expect results and keep it that way.
It's nasty.
And then, you know what I'm saying? It's, bro, like this is just, and that's just football. That's just football. You don't have to do the fan thing. That's just football. You know what I'm saying? We'll laugh at other managers, but at least they've shown the basic level of common sense in trying to get the best out of players and making sure you don't fall into the abyss of football. That's why when Arsenal dropped to 8, it stayed at 8 and it didn't get lower than that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't get lower than that. It didn't get any worse than that. That 8th place was seen as like hell. That was seen as the fiery pits of hell at top out of like the big 6. Like, man are saying, do Arsenal even belong in the big 6? You know what I'm saying? That was seen as that is why Man United are 15th, by the way. That is why they are 15th. Because Amram just thought he could do that. Shout out Corey as well. Amram just thought he can just do all of this, slap guys there and there. This is my philosophy. You guys are going to learn on the job. Learn on the job in the Prem.
Yeah, it's not that.
For a team that finished 8th last year, learn on the job in the Prem. Yeah, out of your mind. Bro, you know, because you man had just finished 8th. Yeah. And you're telling man to learn on the job. At least with Arteta and them, man, they finished 4th. Unai Emery had the man in 4th/5th. So they dropped to 8th. It's not like Unai Emery took over at 8 and then got the philosophy going and now they dropped to 10th. You know what I'm saying? So, come on,
but
man.
This is the same with Amorim. We finished 15th, bro. Amorim made us finish 15th.
Yeah, he made you finish 15th.
So no one can't say, last season it was Ten Hag and no. You know what I'm saying? We are 4 points off top 4, bro. It doesn't matter about league position at that point because it was too early in the season. We ended up finishing a million miles away from where he came in and started.
This is it.
So literally, he needs to be held to that account from the beginning of this season, bro. Like, this ain't a new season for me. This is the continuation of last season. How many points are you gonna get, man, in the first 10 games? Because if it's not enough, sayonara, Reed boy. This is just what it is.
This is it. Like as I said, and so now I said you're in a position now where, as I said, you have the higher ups either trust the manager and bring in all these 3-5-2 guys, but then at the thing that the contradiction is that he's only here for another year, just by contract alone. So he has to earn his own contract, but he has to earn his own contract. But for him to succeed, for Amorim to do Amorim things, he needs specific players.
He does.
For Amorim to look like a competent, good manager. So it's all, don't get me wrong. If you trust him and you give him his players, that is the high risk, high reward. That's what that is now. So if it works, great. Man United are back. If it doesn't work, you're looking at another 4 years of shit.
No, I don't think 4 years, because we sack his blood clot and we've got the players here to move on from him. This is why I say don't buy him players. Buy the club players, man.
You can't buy him. You cannot buy that. You cannot give this man all of the players he wants. You can't, because if it doesn't work,
bro, I wouldn't give that guy COVID, blood. I'm telling you, I don't, bro. Honestly, nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Bro. This is my thing. So don't get me wrong. As I said, I look at Mbuemo. He's already traditionally a right winger, and the right 10 won't be too different for him. So the Cunha thing, he's played in a 3-5-2, and he's played in a 4-back, and he's played up front. So the two that you've brought in, I don't think they apply to that. It's more what wing backs get brought in. It's more if you bring in any centre backs, are they going to be more free back centre backs, or are they going to be centre backs who can dominate in the two? I still feel like the fact that you man ain't looked at a centre mid yet is nuts to me as well, because the two in midfield, as I said,
I think the midfielders happen, but I think the midfielders are seen as less of a priority. And this is what I'm saying about Arsenal.
These man suck off Bruno, bro. That's why.
Yeah, like, this is what I'm saying about Arsenal. Yeah, these Norgards and that do that shit at the end of the window, because that's what we're doing. We're seeing the attack as the priority, so we're spending the money and getting the attackers done early. Then later in the midfield, you're going to see outgoings, and then you'll see like a midfielder come in, or one, even if it's a one on loan. Those are the things you do at the end of the window. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to prioritize things. If you're telling me a centre-back is the fucking priority right now for Arsenal Football Club and a goalkeeper, are you sure? Those are the things that you can do at the end. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, our priority is goals, blood, because we owe the league goals for the last 2 years.
Overdraft.
We've been in overdraft. So we need goals. So we've just gone and we're signing goals. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's method to it, bro. There's no method to signing centre backs and goalkeepers.
I just
still, defending anyway.
I just still can't believe a manager took you guys from 8th to 15th, bro. I don't that one there.
He would have taken us. He would have taken us to the championship if we gave him long enough. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm glad the league finished when it did. I'll be honest, bro. Like, bro, the last day of the season, I was like, whew.
And then he let Spurs backhand him. Then he let Spurs bitch slap him. It's crazy. This is, bro, the fact that he took you from 8th to 15th. Like, how about this? As I said, even Arteta looked at this team and said, "Fuck me. If we stay with this back four, we're going to the championship." He said, "I've got Mustafi playing. We are going to the championship if we play." Like that. He saw it. Arteta said, "Nah." He said, "No." He said, "No way am I looking at these guys." By the way, he was in Pep's staff, so he was on the side when these men were getting packed in. He was one of the guys packing in Arsenal. He came in and said, "Nah, can't lie. Even Jurgen Klopp wanted to apply the Gegenpress, and he did. But he said, we're staying at 4-2-3-1, because if I play 4-3-3, we're going to the championship."
Yeah, 100%. 100%. No, but my manager, bro, I swear down. I feel like he done this on purpose. A part of me is feeling like, bro, you can't be this bad by accident. Do you know what I mean? He's a professional. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm telling you, he said, nah. He said, Liverpool, he said, bro, I've got Lucas Leiber. Shout out Lucas Leiber, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I got Lucas Leiber and then man there. If I play a lone DM, we're finished. We're finished. I got Lucas Leiber, you know what I'm saying? Martin Skirtle and then man there, fam.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
They ain't, shout out Skirtle though. He weren't horrible, but you know what I'm saying? Socrates and Mustafi.
No, any man in there, bad one still. I can't lie, bro. When I see them, man, I see the ball and them thing, them I don't trust them man there, bro. You get me? Them tattoos and that. Nah, bro. Them man look like American History X Donnies, bro.
It's American History X. If you know, you know.
Man, I don't trust them man there, bro.
American History.
Them man don't even eat brown bread. You know them ones.
The whole movie's in black and white. The whole movie's in black and white.
They don't even eat brown bread. You know them way there. Them man there are crazy. You know what I mean? No facts.
They don't even eat brown bread. Fuck.
No facts. You know what I mean? Like, no facts. You know what I mean? Them man there look spooky.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
That man don't even drink black tea in that.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
You know they don't even burn their food. They like their food undercooked.
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
How about the answer? They don't even attend funerals, bro. They don't attend funerals.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
American History X is crazy.
You might need to
is
see that, bro.
killing me. Where Socrates and Mustafi are your back two, you have to put another defender.
Yeah,
You
that's
have to
crazy.
put another defender back there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the times where I want to see centre backs being. I want to see. That's why. That's the times where you want to be linked to get to centre backs
Shit, what the fuck?
all the time. Centre back here, centre back there, wing back there, full back there. But if that's your back line, cool. I want to see all the defenders signing for my club.
Fact.
But why still is that like still? Yeah. Bellerin after the two knees, after his knees went. These men were playing wing backs that when they breathe, their knees click.
1 second, G.
You know what I'm saying? I go on. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Jenkinson and that. It was dark, man. It was dark. Nah, early doors, Arteta done well early doors. Cause fuck, that back line was cooked. That back line was cooked. If he played 4 at the back continuously, they would have gone straight to 15th. I'm telling you, them man are finishing 15th. 100% they're finishing 15th. Certain times you just got to steady the ship, you know. I can't lie. Before you start doing your propelling yourself to the like league challenges and that, sometimes you got to steady the ship. That's underrated feat, you know. Just steadying the ship. It's an underrated feat to just steady the ship. Early doors. Because Chelsea were 12th, you know. So sometimes you got to just steady the ship. Steady the ship. Get yourself back in that top 6, and then you go from there. But as I said, for you Amorim lovers, 8th to 15th, you lot got to hybrid up this thing. Get players that can play 3-5-2 and that can play 4-4, whatever, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 or whatever, and you go from there. You know what I'm saying? Naj, I know you had 3 managers that season. I know you did. You know what I'm saying? He wants to leave as a free agent, Santi JFM. Sorry.
I'm sure you're going to talk about that on...
Yeah, I'll talk about that. I don't think
anyway, that we're going to redirect.
You come out and said any of that stuff you're hearing is rubbish the other day, though. So
we'll see in it. Sign the thing then, innit? You know what I mean? I always say that.
That's my thing, bro. That's my team. That's why I said Gay's a great signing for Liverpool, bro. That's why I said Gay's a great signing. Simply because Konate can't sit there and chill and play at a level that's like half his capacity. You get benched.
Yeah.
You get benched. We knew Gomez and Kwanzaa weren't good enough to come in and take his place properly. You know what I'm saying? Take his place properly in that. But yeah, that's the way I see it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it. You know what I'm saying? But in this type of window, you have to see kind of what happens. But yeah, generally speaking, bro, I was just saying that like steadying the ship's an underrated feat as a manager sometimes. Just to steady the ship.
Bro, like any donkey can do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest, like steadying the ship sometimes, yeah, is just making sure the players are happy. Anyone can do that. It's got nothing to do with ability, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's why this all steadying ship.
I'm saying there are managers that can't even do that.
No, but they are, but that's because they're just shit human beings. You know them way there. Like, you gotta be honest, bro. I can steady fucking any shit, bro. Just go in there, make sure everyone's happy, bro. If everyone's playing football happy, you got half a chance, isn't it? But there comes a time where that shit's not good enough.
Wait.
You know what I mean? This is what it is. That shit's not good.
No, we're not gonna brush past that. We're not brushing past that. Man said, nah, these men are just shit human beings.
It's true though, bro. Like, if you can't go into a room, yeah, and understand what's missing from that room, bro, it's like you've got no fucking awareness, bro. Like, this is basic. This is basic being a human being, bro. Do you know what I mean? The morale's low in this club. How can we boost the morale, bro? You know, like that. Like, it's this fucking basic shit. This is why teams have new manager bounces. Do you know what I mean? But how long can the bounce fucking last? This is the problem. Do you know what I mean? God forbid you don't even have one.
A shit human being might be one of the funniest things I heard.
That's it. God forbid you don't even have a new manager bounce. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
I'm not understanding what has to be. Like, do you know what you have to be in life to be just a shit human being?
Bro, it's nasty, bro. It's nasty. Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Who's the guy that was letting 1,000 man tamper out and that? That's the same shit as that, innit? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, what's the name? Funny
yeah, like
1,000 man tamper out is crazy. I hear it though.
Hey, No. As I said, I'm just identifying this stuff as a football fan, innit? As I said, you can't, like, as I said, if you steady the ship, then you at least earn the trust of the board to give them what you want for your system. You've earned it.
Correct.
You've earned it. You steady the ship. Players are happy. Like, they can see that the club's going in an upward trajectory, even if it's from 8th to 6th, and you've had a manager change in the season. It's no one's gonna put it on a pedestal, but you can say, cool. You know what I'm saying? Jurgen Klopp didn't come in and win straight away.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? First season, 8th, bro. 8th. Even though we came in during the season, 8th place. 8th place.
Yeah, it's nasty.
8th and 4th.
8th
and 4th.
You know what it is?
By the way, we got 4th final day.
You saw the style of play changed immediately when he came
immediately,
in.
Yeah, immediately. Man, I was hit. Man were throwing up in training. Man were throwing up in training. But even though the style of play changed, the formation didn't. He kept it 4-2-3-1.
This is why I say the formations are not the most important thing. The reason why Amarim's failing is not the formation, it's his philosophy within the system that's dead. You know what I mean? This vacating the midfield, not building through the middle, playing the double pivot, like doing all these things. This is the problem with it. Like, the problem is not necessarily the shape, it's how he's interpreting the shape.
Yeah, because Liverpool as well. Liverpool, to be fair, even I'm pretty sure at Dortmund, Klopp played 4-2-3-1 anyway, so it weren't that deep. But I'm saying that, like, Jurgen Klopp, obviously, like with the 4-3-3, sorry, with the 4-2-3-1, Liverpool have always been defensively more astute with a 4-2-3-1. In 2018, 2019, we lost one game.
Yeah, but this is why
we played 4-2-3-1 that's because Shaqiri played
4-2-3-1 is the most defensively responsible system, arguably. And this is why Jose loves it, because it's four lines of defense instead of
off the ball. It's 4-4-2 off the ball.
Yeah, it can be 4-4-2 off the ball, but even if you've got the 4-2-3-1, obviously you got your striker as the first line of defense, but then you got a line of 3, you got a line of 2, and then you got another line of 4, bro. It's very defensively responsible. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. So a lot of the time, and especially in that double pivot, if you've got 2 defensive-minded players in that double pivot as well, then it's very defensively responsible, and it's very important.
And that's the difference in 4-3-3. If you don't have the right profiles in certain positions, you will get ran through.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That you had Ange playing a 4-3-3 with no 6.
Yeah, that's.
Do you know what happened to Thiago when you got played in the 6? like you gotta look at that. No, that one stinks. That's
4-3-3, yeah.
Because you'll still score goals with that, by the
way. Crazy. Because you'll still score goals, but you'll get opened up.
Yeah,
it's nasty.
Bro, you know when Fabinho got injured and Henderson was injured and Thiago had to play that 6 on his own, do you know how many times he got smoked? And he was probably top 2, top 3 most technical players to ever play for Liverpool, bro, in the Premier League era. But it didn't matter. It didn't matter. If you play 4-3-3 with no 6, you are getting. We dropped to 9th, you know. We dropped to 9th.
It's nasty.
We lost 6 home games in a row. We dropped to 9th. Yes, we had no back line. I know. Context, we had no centre backs. But having no 6 in a 4-3-3 is suicide.
Yeah, it's nasty. It made no sense. It don't make no sense. I'll be real. It never will.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy though. But yeah, I think we'll have to see in terms of, like, I don't know, man. The coaches are gonna have to coach, and at the end of the day, big business. That's it. And it's funny because if Arsenal do sign a Yarez or someone, let's just say it does happen. I know them same man telling me, "Oh, why'd you keep saying big business?" I said, "Well, listen, now they're gonna be the ones saying it. They're going to be the ones saying, oh, yeah, big business. Yeah, we get things going. Yeah. Motion. We got motion. You man ain't got no motion right now. You ain't got no motion right now. I'm telling you, that's just what it is. You ain't got no motion right now. Man, I'm telling me to put big business on a t-shirt. It's killing me.
You look, make sure you run up these lights, man. Make sure you subscribe as well to Big Six Bands, bro. Like another milestone on the horizon.
Yeah. 300 away. Still 300 away.
That's what I'm saying. So you lot make sure, innit, you support the thing. I'm gonna redirect to MONTS' channel, and then we're back at 5 with Gunner. and then 6 with Marv, and then 7:45 watch along, bruv. So we're busy today, people. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Can't lie, bruv. Yeah, today's an absolute mad thing, bro. So yeah, man. Big up everyone for supporting the thing. Make sure you get the lights up, man. Let them know what we got coming up as well.
Yeah, no. So obviously I got the call-in. So I'm doing a call-in show. So it's a solo stream now for about 40 minutes. But I'm gonna slap the link in. I want to chop up with the community. I know usually you don't want to hear transfer news and that, but brother, I can't. Not every day, fam. Not every day.
I hear it.
Not every day, bro. Like sometimes Latina 11, sometimes chocolate 11, sometimes you get it. Sometimes
I hear it.
You get it. I know you lot been wanting. I know we done the milk 11, we done the chocolate 11. I know you lot been calling for the Latina 11. We'll get it done, but sometimes we do those. You know what question I asked? I don't know if you're into these type of things, but we done one stream, yeah. We just went on a side mission. I was like, what world would you rather live in? In fact, what city would you rather live in? MCU, so the Marvel Universe, New York, yeah. Gotham City, or The Boys, New York, or Invincible, New York. What city would you rather live in? And there's another one as well where you go, what universe would you rather try and survive in? The Last of Us, World War Z, or I Am Legend?
Right, that's what's about. Listen, bro, I don't want to struggle, bro. Fuck the struggle, bro. Listen, I work too hard for that shit. You know the ones. I ain't interested in any of those. You know the ones.
You have to pick one. That's the conversation. You have to pick one.
Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? And Gotham's ghetto blood. Like Gotham is cruddy. Like,
bro,
you know, I don't want no parts of Gotham.
But that's what I'm saying. That you don't. I know Gotham's a mad thing, but you gotta look at living. You gotta look at living prices though. That's mad cheap.
Man be in Gotham, bruv. You just be buying a sandwich, man. Just get shot right next to you, bruv. Allow it, man.
Yeah, but then MCU New York. I'm waking up with no roof because the Hulk wanted to jump. Because the Hulk the Hulk's chasing someone. I've got no roof now.
Yeah, it's
crazy. Now I've got no roof.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Could be damage in that situation.
It's world level threat. At least Gotham, it's not world level threat. MCU is world level threat. Like someone's gonna click and your bedrooms are gone, or you're gone. Someone clicks and that, and half the universe is gone. You wake up, everyone's gone, bro.
Yeah, it's nasty, brother. I don't know, bro. That's the struggle Olympics, man. Either way, it's peak.
To be fair, certain man wouldn't mind their missus being gone for 5 years, because I think that's how long people are gone for. So I don't know if someone.
This is it, bro. Gotham got way more villains than heroes. This is what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Man can't be relying on Batman to pattern everything, bro. Loud.
It's true.
You know them way there, so that's kind of.
No, I hear it, and obviously there's Arkham Asylum there as well. People forget Arkham Asylum there as well, so that's all we got.
No thanks. You know the way there. No thanks.
Now I'm just saying MCU. I'm seeing when you're just seeing spaceships come out the sky and that, and you're seeing man on the ship, and you're seeing armies, and the worst thing is you're seeing the cameras panning the Avengers, but my workplace just got destroyed.
Yeah, well, we got days off, blood. Hopefully they got furlough. You know.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
Furlough, bruv.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But do you know what? But that's my point was it's not everyday transfer talk, and it's not everyday transfer talk. Sometimes, who would you rather? You know what I'm saying? Where would you rather live in? It makes for good conversation. But yeah, no, it's a quick Q&A. It's gonna be about 30-40 minutes. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So just come over. Come and chop it up with me on a solo thing, and let's talk, man. Let's talk some football. Let's talk a little bit outside of that. It'll be 45 minutes max. I've got to leave.
That's it, people, man. So I'm gonna send you lot over there. Big up. You already know what it is. Love for the interaction during this stream, and I'll see you guys